Hello, families. I want to take a moment to introduce you to ABR Therapy, which stands for Advanced Biomechanical Rehabilitation. I understand that starting a new therapy can feel overwhelming, especially when it's something as unique as ABR. So let's take it step by step, okay? Let's start with the basic. What is ABR and what does it focus on? So, ABR focuses on stimulating something called fascia. I don't know if you are familiar with this term, but fascia is this amazing connective tissue that is found everywhere in the body. It wraps around the muscles, the organs, and even the blood vessels. It's kind of like the body's own natural support system, holding everything together. And beyond that, fascia also helps transmit forces through the body and works like a sensory organ. It let us know how our muscles and tissues are doing, which is pretty important when it comes to movement and stability. So now, you might be asking why it is important to stimulate fascia in my child. Well, when there is a motor disorder, whether it's due to cerebral palsy or even another condition, it's not just the brain or muscle that are affected. The fascia, this connective tissue we just talked about, also get impact. So what happens is that this can make it harder for your kid to move freely, maintain balance, or even feel comfortable in their own body. That's why ABR is so important. It focuses on stimulating and restoring the fascia's function, helping improve your child's movement, posture, and overall comfort. So, I think another common question families ask is how does ABR actually stimulate the fascia, right? What tools do we use? Those are common questions. In ABR, we use a variety of tools to stimulate the fascia. These tools range from vibratory devices to things like air filled or water filled balls and even gel like objects. These tools aren't just random, they are carefully chosen because fascia responds really well to specific types of mechanical stimulation like pressure, sliding, stretching, and vibration. So, by using these tools, we can gently help the fascia remodel itself, making the body more flexible and functional over time. So, this brings us to another important question, which is what kind of improvements can ABR bring, right? Well, a lot of families notice changes pretty quickly. For example, some kids have less constipation, start sleeping better, or even experiences less muscle tightness, which is crucial, right? Over time, you might also see even bigger improvements like better head control, improved posture, like sitting position, transitions between one position and another, and smoother movements overall. But it's not just about movements, right? ABR can also help you with respiratory function and even boost the immune system. Some parents tell me their children get sick less often or even recover faster from respiratory issues. But here's the thing, every child is unique, right? So, while these are common improvements, it's important to remember that the results will depend on your child's specific needs and characteristics. Okay? So, one of the things that really helps families understand ABR is knowing how the entire body is interconnected. So, let me give you an example to explain this better, something I often share with families. Um, so, let's think about breathing. Did you know we take about 20,000 to 30,000 breaths a day? The main muscle that helps us breathe is the diaphragm, which is here, right? A dome shaped muscle located under the lungs, like this. Every time it contracts, it moves downwards. So it's here and it does this, right? Putting gentle pressure on the organs below, like the intestines. This mechanical stimulation helps with the digestion by keeping things moving in the abdomen. But that's not all. When the diaphragm contracts, right, goes downwards, and the rib cage expands every time that you breathe, right, it also creates a mechanical stimulation in the shoulders, in this area, which helps develop stability and the shoulder area. That's crucial for being able to move the arms and hand effectively. Effectively, sorry. So now here's where it all connects. That's not all. As the diaphragm descends with every breath, it also stimulates the organs in the abdomen, right? That's what we said before, which in turn apply pressure to the pelvis. So this mechanical stimulus helps develop the pelvic area, which is key for hip joint formation as well. So many children with motor disorder have underdeveloped hip joints, which can lead to issues like hip subluxation, which is super common, right? So, these kids often have long, thin bones, but their pelvises and shoulder girdles are quite small compared to the body size. And that's because they aren't getting the right stimulation in those areas, often due to an altered breathing pattern. That could be an option. So when the diaphragm doesn't move as it should, it doesn't stimulate the pelvis or the shoulder girdle properly. And this affects both upper and lower body movement. So, as you can see, everything in the body is connected. This is why ABR takes a holistic approach, focusing not just on one specific area, but on the entire body. It's about treating your child as a whole person, not just focusing on their diagnosis, like cerebral palsy. And that's why we see such a wide range of improvements, from motor functions to respiratory health. Well, this is the end of the video, and I hope this has helped you understand a bit more about what ABR is and how it can help your kid. So ABR therapy is about so much more than just improvement movements. It's really about helping your kid feel more comfortable in their own body, whether that's through better movement, better breathing, or overall well-being. Every kid is different, and the improvements we see are based on each child's unique needs. But the goal is always the same: to improve their quality of life in the most meaningful ways.